Yeah, I should work.
Yeah, they're scrubs. I came right from work. Awesome. Everyone, we are live. I am so excited to be talking about burnout. Who is burnt out? I am. Bridge, are you burnt out?
I'm getting crispy. I'm
You're
getting pretty crispy.
Oh, it's extra hot in here.
Extra crispy.
So we are talking about combating burnout and reversing burnout with methods such as yoga, meditation, other things that you can do to combat your burnout. You know, I'm a big fan of career choices in salary and negotiation, but I love Bridge because she's taking another view and really taking a holistic view as to understanding our body, listening to our body, and what techniques can we do? Because sometimes we cannot change where we work, what we do, where we live, anything like that. We have limitations. So today we're going to talk a little bit about combating burnout, and then Bridge is going to go through a live meditation with us. It's going to take about 15 minutes, the live meditation. You feel free to, pop on or off, but I really think it's important to try to stay through the whole meditation so you can see, is it helping? Does it work for you? So I'm really excited, Bridge, for you to be here and help me with my burnt out because I'm crispy too.
We're getting crispy. I love it.
Well, tell me a little bit about how you've been using yoga and meditation. And this is all based off of this more ancient practice called Ayurveda. But how have you been doing that as an occupational therapist, to just help you overcome some of the stuff we're going through?
Yeah. So it's been a journey. We were talking about journeys earlier, but it's been another journey. So I shared a little bit of my story last time, but I'll share it again for anybody who's listening. Is I started in contract therapy, and I was basically doing like 4 home health companies, a SNF and an LTAC at the same time. And I was just thrown to the wolves. I had zero mentorship and I just didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I can do this. I'm Bridge. I got straight A's in school, so I can do this. And I got burnt out really quickly. So then I went to travel therapy and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to California, and California is like good vibes. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine in California. And, it was great. I love California, but, it just kind of followed. So, and I got to see different settings and I got to explore different things. And I was like, this is the same in each setting. This is just the healthcare arena that I am in. And now all of a sudden, I don't want to be in this because I don't want to work for this system anymore. Because all of the lack of patient education, all of the unrealistic expectations, all the stuff they keep putting on our plate, and all those freaking mass emails that are like work-life balance, make sure you drink more water, make sure you eat a bunch of apples and go out in nature. And I'm like, how about you give me more days off?
Yes.
You
comment yes for that if you're hearing Bridge right now, and you're exactly right. It's yes, exactly. Water, all of that. But there's other things that the workforce needs to change. And it is our mission exactly to start helping with that too.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, for sure. Comment yes with because and then also like you want to stack more paperwork and all that stuff and more patients on my plate, but you don't want to pay me more. How about that? And then we'll talk. And then we'll talk about work-life balance. Okay. So no. So then I just basically, I kind of just ran away, and I just went to Indonesia. I went to Australia. I got yoga certified. I looked at all these alternative careers, and I just was so far removed from this system, like mentally, physically, and spiritually removed myself and jaded. Like I was pissed off at it. I was like removing myself because I was so angry at the system. And then I had a near-death experience. And I didn't, that experience didn't like solve my burnout or anything like that, or solve a bunch of problems, but it just made me realize what's important.
Perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. Realize what's important. And so I came back from that and I got a PRN job, and then I continued. I got a bunch of certifications, did a bunch of CEUs, did health coaching. I got further my education in Ayurveda, which is what all of my stuff is sort of based off of, which is a ancient teaching of healing to help people stop suffering. And so I did all that, and I've healed myself physically, because it takes a lot of physical healing first before you can move into anything else, physical, mental, and then sort of that has just allowed me to really like get the clarity that I need to just find my purpose here in life, because I feel like that's a lot what a lot of us are looking for, is like, what do I do with this years of education, all of this stress I went under, all of this money and time and energy spent on the education, and then also the experience that I have just to find out that it's not what I want to do. What the hell do I do with that? So just sort of becoming at peace with that and getting into more of a meditative space when I am working has just made my energy levels go up.
So I think that's the key. So I'm really bad. I don't do very much yoga. I don't do yet meditation. I'm like the sports athlete. I go out there and play tennis and I box. Like me, when I have a really hard day, I want that kickboxing. So that's my aggression relief. But I think for you, what you're saying is that meditation can really help us just change our mindset and like calm us. Is that sort of how what we should feel after, like, for example, this meditation today? What should we feel after?
Yeah. So a couple things with meditation. I feel like a lot of people are doing it wrong. I don't think that you should be taking doing meditation in order to like, I don't know, in order to like get rid of something, because it's not really meant for that. So you have, like, when you're working, you're going go, 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 fast, 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 do a bunch of paperwork, see a bunch of patients, go do all these things, respond to all these emails, case managers over there, like, call the nurse, do all these things. And your mind is going a million miles a minute. And then you come home and you crash on the couch and you put in like a microwavable meal. And because you don't feel like working, you don't feel like cooking, and you're just
Have you been watching me, Bridge? No.
Crack open a bottle of wine, sit, Netflix and chill, and just watch a bunch of Real Housewives so you can just numb out. So you go from this like super high state all day for like 10, 14 hours a day to this super like low state on the couch, just like sinking in like a giant marshmallow. And so like meditation brings you to like sort of a middle state, because if you keep going from high to low, high to low, high to low, that is burnout. That is the cycle of burnout. That is what it is. You have no energy because you expended it all. You have no energy because you expended it all. You have no energy because you expended it all. It's just all of that. So getting to that middle spot, and meditation is just one of the tools that you can get to that middle spot.
I love that. That makes so much sense. That is gold. Yeah. And that's like real to me. I'm not like a good fluff person. So that was really helpful for me. And hopefully that was helpful for everyone else, because I was half joking there, but actually 100% serious. You spelled me out. Like, that's me. I work my butt off at work, and then I come home and all my energy is gone. And, I want to be present for my family. I also have the business here, so I'm trying to be as present as possible for this. But you're exactly right. I go from being super like on to then, as soon as I get into a quiet environment, it's like I crash. And so, no, that's really helpful to know that is bad, because I didn't know that was bad. I knew something was wrong, but so that's so helpful. And I hope for those of you listening, that's probably one of the most helpful things I've heard in a really long time about burnout.
Yay.
So I really appreciate that, Bridge, and no BS. I really appreciate that.
For sure. You won't get that in some silly little seminar that they have for employee wellness at your job. I see those emails all the time, and they just like frustrate the shit out of me. I'm like, oh, you don't care.
So that was super helpful. So I think this is a great segue into let's do this meditation. And so the goal, everyone, for listening on today or on the replay, is find that medium. I love that. You've given us a goal. It's to find that middle ground where we're not super high energy or super low energy. Let's recharge with Bridge. Take it away, Bridge. I feel like I should have like some smooth jazz going into that or something.
I know. I wish I had some like calming music ready, but I don't. I just use my voice and guide along the way. One thing.
Should people
Go
be
ahead.
like sitting or standing? Any positional things that they should know?
It's honestly whatever goes. There's definitely people who will tell you differently, but I'm like, whatever. It's meditation. You know what I mean? We don't have to make it like the military. So ideally, traditionally wise, you want to be seated with your back straight and your legs can be crossed or they can be out in front of you. But like that's more of a traditional model, or you can just be sitting in a chair. You can also do it lying down. You can do it standing up. You can do it wherever you feel comfortable. It's
Awesome.
just wherever you feel comfortable. And before I get into it, one of the biggest things that I hear with people with meditation is they're like, I like meditating. I know I should do it, but I can't quiet my mind. That's not the point. That's good. You don't have to quiet your mind. You just
That's
observe.
interesting.
Yeah, you there's no control. Control is kind of like an illusion. So if you can try to control your thoughts, it's just going to create so much resistance and it's going to end up being super frustrating. You're going to think there's something wrong with you and that like, why can't I just quiet my mind? It actually creates more anxiety, it creates more of the thing that you don't want. Right. And so what I usually recommend is for people to just observe your restless mind, observe your mind going a million miles an hour, a minute, and just sit back, watch, and let it go. Let it be. Just let it be.
I like that.
And so it is. Okay, shall we get into it?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm already feeling calmer. Bridge, you're so calm. I don't know why it is. I was like,
Yes, beautiful. Okay. So we're just going to start with 3 deep, what I call clearing breaths. So you're just going to inhale through your nose, filling up your lower abdomen with air, your middle rib cage and your upper rib cage opening up, and then let it out your mouth. Ooh, 2 more.
It's weird to do this on camera.
It's okay. I do this all the time with people one-on-one. Yeah, I bet it is really weird for you. But
I'm sorry if I'm turning red.
Sink in, girl. Sink in. We're all observing the transformation. All right. So 2 more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. 1 more big inhale through your nose, filling up your lower abdomen with air, filling up your middle rib cage, and filling up your upper ribs. And exhale through your mouth. And then slowly begin to shut down your eyes.
Okay, I'm paying attention still, even though I'm closing my eyes. I'm just listening to Bridge.
Yes. Shutting down your eyes. Just sinking into the chair that you're in. Feeling your arms and legs as heavy and warm. Feeling your forehead as cool. Feeling your heartbeat as calm and regular. Feeling your abdomen as warm. And feeling your breath as slow and smooth. Slowly begin to just watch your thoughts as if you're watching a movie. Imagine your thoughts as if they're fish in a fishbowl. Just watching the fish swim along the water. And then begin to watch the water that's in between the fish. Just spending a few moments with yourself, just watching the water. Then bring into your mind one reoccurring thought that you've had this week. It could be time. I have too much to do. I don't have enough time. I need more money. I'm exhausted. I don't know what to do with my career. Pick one reoccurring thought that you can't seem to shake. And look at it just as you watch the fish. See it as if it is just one of the fish. Begin to be honest with yourself with any feelings that arise because of this thought. Could be anger, could be guilt, it could be pride, it could be desire. Just begin to feel whatever pops up with this reoccurring thought. Continue to feel the weight that it carries. Feel the exhaustion, the lethargy, the anxiety, the fear. Feel it. Keep your eyes closed. Switch your focus from the fish that carries the thought back to the water. Just allow that big fish to just flow through the water. Just doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Keeping your focus on the water. Letting go of any resistance you have to that one fish. Spend a few moments with yourself, just allowing the fish to swim as you just watch the flow of the water. Silently say to yourself, today, I have more than enough money. Today, time doesn't matter. Today, I am alive with energy. Today, I am calm, but also focused. I have everything I need. Today, I am energized and inspired. Today, I am confident and I am strong. Today, just for today, I'm living for myself. Spend a few moments with yourself now. Looking back at the water as clear and calm. A renewed sense of self, bliss, energy. Spend the next few moments enjoying the fish in the fishbowl as you play with the water and smile with each fish that passes by. Begin to feel yourself as lighter. Begin to feel the feet, the bottoms of your feet on the floor below you. Begin to feel the center of your chest is open. And your abdomen as strong and warm. Taking one deep breath here, in through the nose, filling up the lower abdomen, the middle rib cage, and the area right below the collarbones. And then slowly releasing as if you're opening up a hose really slowly. Taking one more deep breath here. Exhaling through your mouth. And when you're ready, slowly begin to open your eyes.
No, I'm okay. No, I'm kidding. No, that was good. I feel, you know what's funny? So, like I said, everyone, I'm not too, I don't do a lot of like holistic stuff. That's just my family has grown up, differently and stuff. Everyone has just sort of different things that they gravitate to. But that was good, Bridge. I feel like really like calm and like chill, which is good. I feel good. Thank you.
Good. Yes. I hope you guys do too. Let me know in the chat.
How does everyone feel? I'm really interested. And like, did anyone, like, I don't know, have any sort of questions for Bridge also during the meditation as well? But yeah, I'd be interested to see how everyone felt too. One thing I noticed, because I don't do meditations, I don't do this, is when I first closed my eyes, I felt my eyes like want to like continue to move. Like they were like,
yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know if you guys like saw that on film or something like that, but behind my closed eyes, I could feel my eyes like still be like, I want to keep working. I want to keep working. You know what I mean? And I think one thing I was thinking of is as we continue to do it, my mind was like, it was like starting to be okay with not having input, not having sensory input. And I think we have so much sensory input all the time from our phones, from TV, from work, etc. And it almost maybe makes it really hard to shut off or to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And so just closing my eyes and like being like, no matter what's going on, ignoring the sensory input for a little bit, I think was really refreshing too. Because I felt my eyes slowly be like, okay, like calming down.
For sure. We have this whole system that is based off of harnessing our attention. And they've lied to you when they said that money is your greatest currency. It's your attention is your greatest currency. And so it's time to harness our attention back to what we really value and what we really want to put our attention on. And what I actually put this on my Facebook the other day is wealth isn't measured by how much money you have or anything like that. It's more measured on everything that you think, everything that you feel, everything that you say is all feeding the thing that you want and starving the thing that you don't want.
Gotcha.
And that is our attention. So if you keep feeding into like the exhaustion of the day and like the weight that that big old fish carries and the like all that stuff instead of focusing on the water, or even creating resistance to that fish and being like, I don't want to feel that. That feels really shitty. I don't want to feel like crap. I don't want to feel exhausted. You're still focusing on it. And the resistance creates this massive like trigger point in your mind. It's like a trigger point. It's like a knot. And it just creates more of it. So just letting it be, just letting it go, just letting the fish be a fish, just letting the thoughts be thoughts, just letting the feelings be feelings.
Awesome. I love it. Well, Teresa, thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing. So she shared that she felt that it was very effective. So thank you, Bridge. And thank you, Teresa, for letting Bridge know that, because we really do appreciate these comments, because we want to help you with these things, and we're working really hard to do these amazing things. So we appreciate that kind words for Bridge. I think she did great as well. Teresa also says that she really felt connected to the emotion of shame because she's not getting enough sales. And so I feel you there. I think negativity runs so deeply in us. I was talking to my patient, actually, who is a psychologist or psychiatrist, and no, psychologist. And he was talking about how we have these three, I think he said three sort of frameworks, like that we sort of gravitate to, like, I must be good, the world must be perfect, and then I forget the other one. And we have a tendency to gravitate to one of them, and they sort of cause burnout and negative feelings and depression. We were talking about depression. And it's interesting because I am the mindset of I must be good, I must be perfect, I must be great. And so it burns me out with that being my mindset. And so that's, I think probably, Teresa, you're maybe in that same boat. That's your mindset is you must be good. And, I think that when we understand, we have these thoughts that we tend to gravitate towards, that can maybe help us unravel those thoughts. What do you think, Bridge?
I agree. I think that like we're always so focused on, and we kind of got brought up this way. Don't feel this way. Don't show shame. Don't show that you're sad. Don't show that you're anxious. Don't show that you're overwhelmed. Don't show that. Don't show that you're guilty. Don't show that you'd feel bad about yourself. Like, I think that's such bullshit. It's okay to feel that way. Feel it. Feel it. The more that you try to, and that's why I have that in my meditation, like, look at the fish, feel the fish, feel that, feel it, because that's the only way to get rid of it. Or now you can't get rid of it, but the only way to release it, to surrender to it. It's okay. It's there. You're human. It's okay.
Yeah.
Feel the shame. Yeah,
exactly. Like, it's okay to have negative thoughts and share them. So yeah, I agree. Exactly. Keep going, Bridge. And anyone else want to share their, what they felt? What do you sometimes feel, Bridge? If we can ask.
I like what Teresa said, the shame because she's not getting enough sales. Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes, or I feel like sometimes I'll feel like anxious or overwhelmed because I tend to be an overcommitter. That's like my cause of burnout. Usually I'll just overcommit to things and be like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. What's that? A CU? I can do that too. What's that? Yeah, I put a lot on my plate, and then I'm okay for a couple weeks. And then a couple weeks later, I'm like, I'm really not okay.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that I tend to feel, is this sense of nervousness. And I was talking about this with my mentor the other day, actually. We were all talking about like a base emotion that people have. And like mine is nervousness. Like I'll feel like I can't put a word to this. This like
maybe pressure. Like, is it maybe pressure?
It's almost like an anxiety, I guess you could say, but it's kind of like a movement. It's just like go, 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 sort of like movement all the time, restlessness, I guess you could
Yeah.
say. And hers was more like anger. It's just this like base emotion that people experience and people are like more susceptible to. And so it's interesting to kind of find out what yours is, because you will always sort of default back to that. Whatever you're doing and whatever your reality is will sort of be based off of that. And there's a saying that I like to say a lot: what hides in the dark is dangerous, because that's your shadow. It's like if you're hiking in the woods and then you get bit by a snake because you didn't see it, that's what hides in the dark.
Gotcha.
If you can see it, like you see the shame, if you can see it, then it stops sort of unconsciously affecting your reality.
Yes.
And so that could be a cause of some of your lack of sales, honestly, is that shame. So it's good to sort of bring it up, feel it, and let it go, just like you're releasing a balloon that you're holding onto.
No, that's so true. That's so true. Because I'm so hard on myself, and I'm always like, oh, you suck, Emma, or like, you didn't do a good enough job, or this or that. Like, and I fight that urge and that thinking, and I'm trying to do a better job of like seeing that I'm telling myself these negative thoughts and being like, look what you did today. Look what you did last week. Look what you did. And, I think maybe that can help. Like I tell my patients this too, and I'm sure everyone maybe tells their patients, like if they're recovering from like a stroke, focus on a win for each day. And I think we as healthcare professionals need to do that too, like focus on a win each day instead of those negative thoughts, and that could be inside work or outside work as well.
Yeah, agreed. It's that quick dopamine release of, and this happens a lot too when it comes to dopamine with people who are burnt out. It's like, we'll grab sugar, grab like that quick dopamine release of sugar because it just gives that quick satisfaction, but sometimes you can find that dopamine or that happiness or that bliss, a more profound level of that, once you just confront all the shit that's carrying it, that's literally burying it, like shame or guilt or fear or overcommitting.
Wow, Teresa, thank you so much. Dude, she said that was one of the best meditations I've been a part of. I'm glad I tuned in. Teresa, you were making our day. You were making our day.
Teresa, I'm so happy that I can go home happy about that. That's everything to me. So I'm really happy that you shared that. And here's to you making more sales.
Exactly. And who wants more of this? I agree. Like when I was listening to Bridge, I was like, this is really helpful. And Bridge has a lot of different tactics too, beyond just meditation. Right. So what are some of your other different tactics? Not a deep dive, but just like quickly, like what are some other things that because meditation's not the only thing, and you sort of do other things to layer on top of it. So what are a couple other things that you do? And then everyone, if you hear those and you want us to do one of those the next time, please put in the comments so we know, people want us to do yoga, or you want us to do another meditation. Awesome. Go for it, Bridge.
Absolutely, for sure. So it's all about being holistic with me. And so what burnout really is it's low vitality and it's low life force, and it's too much what's called mental fire. So too much of this like that frustration, cynicism, screw this, screw the system, F this, like my boss sucks, and like I'm sick of this pill pushing, this sick care. Like that's a lot of mental fire. That's like, don't touch me, I'm hot. So the first thing you have to do is get rid of that. Get rid of the mental fire, right? And that comes with like sort of a mental balance, right? And then get more vitality and more life force back into your life. So that basically entails a lot of diet practices, because that's more of a physical level. Life force kind of transcends that, but that's more, all the way through the system. So getting more vitality is sort of replacing that like dopamine response of like, I want quick satisfaction with something else. So there's this whole concept in yoga that's called practice non-attachment, which is like kind of similar to like letting go of the big fish, like letting go of it. but you're replacing it with the water, just like we did in the meditation. So you can't tell somebody to like stop smoking. You tell them to start breathing. You tell them what to do instead. So that is sort of replacing that in order to get more vitality, so that I'm not telling you like, stop going all the time with your patients, and stop, crashing on the couch when you get home, and stop doing your microwavable meals, and stop opening a bottle of wine, and stop dumbing out to Real Housewives, because that's just not going to work. Right. So like, you have to replace that behavior with something that is called sattvic in my world. That is like that balance, that middle ground, that where everything is just bliss. Like when you walk into a garden and you just feel this like sense of, you know what I mean? This like, okay, I'm chill. I'm cool. I'm calm, but I'm also alert. I'm not so calm that I'm not like, falling asleep at the wheel here. And I'm not so alert where I'm like having an anxiety attack. It's this beautiful middle ground that everything is just like easy, and sort of replacing your behaviors and your diet too, because we are what we eat, with those sorts of things. So that's just my method for getting more vitality, more life force, and less mental fire. And then it's a whole like emotional and spiritual breakthrough from there. And it's all about sort of like finding out, because I think one of the biggest things with burnout is that you think to yourself, like, what do I do now? I don't want to be in this anymore. I don't want to do this career anymore. I'm so done with this. What can I do with my degree? What can I do with my years of experience? What's an alternative career, right? Like, and then you just think to yourself, like, what is my purpose here? Like, I thought it was to help patients. I thought I was here to like, solve people's, hemiplegic arm. But you find out that maybe it's not, because you're living a really shitty life, because that's what you're doing, and it's like making you really sad. So after you get out all of the mental gunk, all of the mental physical gunk, then you can sort of release those layers, open it up like an onion, and then really hone in on what your purpose is here, and what you actually value, and where you can actually get into the flow, where you feel like you're in that garden all the time. And you leave a 12-hour day, an 8-hour day, a 4-hour day, or a 16-hour day feeling energized instead of burnt out, exhausted, and cynical. And so those are like my main like blueprint to helping get through this time. It's like, and cycle. It's really more of a cycle, because it's just this whole yo-yo effect. You're good, and then you're not good, and then you're good, and you're like, and then you're having like some sort of mental breakdown or some physical illness that's now manifested because of the suppression in the cycle that you're in.
I like that. If anyone resonates with what Bridge said, please let us know in the comments, because we want to respect Bridge's time and we think that this is really valuable for you, but we would love your input to know, what do you want from Bridge? How more can we help you? And in addition, if you want to speak to Bridge, maybe privately, because we understand, hey, some things, you don't want to post on social media.
Yeah.
Who would guess that? Feel free. So Bridge, if someone wanted to privately talk with you about their burnout or these things, what's the best means?
Absolutely. So you can message me. You can just message me through Facebook, since we're all here from Facebook. I think that's probably the easiest way to message me. And if you don't have Facebook, or you're just watching on YouTube or anything like that, you can also message me like through email is fine too. Can I chat my email? Is that okay?
Yeah. Do you have the?
Yeah, let me put that in just in case. But like I said, Messenger is going to be the best way. Hold on. I can't. It's hard for me to do two things at once, like type and then also.
We will put it in the comments. So we will put Bridger's info later in the comments. How about that? And so that way then we can give that to everyone. But in all honesty, oh, awesome. I got it right here. I will put that here. And everyone, give Bridge a little love, a couple thumbs up, a couple hearts, a couple thank yous. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate Bridge. You are I feel really good. And I attribute that to you. No BS. I feel more zen. I feel more, a happy medium. And I really hope, oh good, we got a lot of hearts. Thank you so much. And everyone let us know what you want us to do next with Bridge, because she is our burnout rock star and we are so lucky to have her here in the group. Bridge, we love you. And everyone, this is her email if you do need to get in touch with her privately. But also please use the chat so then we, this can just gain more traction and other people can see this and realize that there are a lot of techniques out there for burnout. Awesome. I think that's it on my end. Any last things, Bridge, you want to share?
I can't
go
think
meditate.
of any. Yeah, just live for you. Just for today. That's my partner, he's in the NA program, and that's one of the things that they say is just for today. And I love that. So you're not like future tripping. You're not like thinking about all the things you have to do tomorrow or what you did yesterday or anything like that. Just I'm doing this just for today. Awesome. So just for today, fam.
Just for today. Thank you so much, everyone. And we look so forward to seeing you in our next YouTube video and Facebook group. Thank you so much. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.